everyone, it's the Game Caver here, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time, but I've just during this half term, I've been a bit, well, the answer's lazy, and haven't put out any videos for quite a while. So, first, apologies if I speak a bit like, you know, because I have had braces in. Yeah, I know. But hopefully that won't ruin the video at all. So I guess we better get straight into it. So the world that we are going to be exploring is my new theme park. Okay. Sorry if the webcam's going a bit laggy, it seems been loading up the rides, different ones and so. Hopping in now. Here we are. A massive apology for lag. Hopefully when the new engine comes out that will be resolved. But first let's just get this out of here. Well, let's just leave that on the lift. So here we are at the Fun theme park. That's up to you if you really think it should be called that. But let's just clear the hotbar, shall we? Just like so. As you can see down there, there's one of my Steam friends has just come online. That's RoboSamo. He has a YouTube channel if you want to check it out. It's got some good content. So here we are in the theme park. We have our first ride up here, which is kind of swinging chairs if you've ever seen them before. Not too sure, but there you go. Okay, as I was saying, sorry about that. This is a kind of swinging chair ride. I don't know if you've ever been on one before. Not exactly the same. Normally they have a kind of disc on top. But this one's kind of just arms and a little two-seater kind of platform, I guess, on the end. So that is our first ride. I'm not too sure what it's called. I guess I could call it the Rainbow Swings, as the colours are pretty rainbow. So let's turn that one off to try and reduce a bit of lag. These little poles here, the ones holding the seats, do swing out using centrifugal force, so that's pretty cool, and that's all powered by thrusters as the electric engine isn't strong enough. So now if we move on to the next one, which is called the Skyscraper, as you will see, because when we get to the top. So this is operated by a person who sits in the middle instead of in like a little pod. It's the only way I could do it. As the carriage inside, well, I don't know if you could call it a carriage, but the bit where people sit is a separate piece to the rest. So they have one button, and it's simply just some thrusters that slowly propel up, and then it hits these little poles on the carriage, hit the poles up there with some suspension. And now you can see why it's called the Skyscraper, because I've done a kind of skyscrapery paint job on top. I'm not going to say which one it was based on, because I'll probably get it wrong. But it kind of looks like... Actually, no, I'm just not going to say it, because otherwise I'm going to get absolutely trolled in the comments. So, yeah, you can just let go, and of course he's got to make sure that they have a soft landing, something like that. There we go. So we can get in every single seat, and you can go into first person, of course, to get the kind of scary look. Yeah, so let's get out of this one and head down. So that is the Skyscraper and the Rainbow Swings. So now we have a couple of little areas. Apologies for lag again, but hopefully the new engine will clear that up. So we have a couple of little stalls, I guess a cactus stall, a duck stall, and a boot stall if you really want to buy boots at the theme park, you know. So we can open this do not enter for the staff to go in, just like so, even though there's a massive switch for people to get in, which is pretty good. So here we have like a little piano. hopefully you can hear that. You may not be able to. I'm not too sure. The thrusters at the beginning may have been a bit loud, so sorry if that was a problem. So next we have a ride that maybe some people, most people will probably know it, but not too sure, maybe not everyone. So here we go. This is, I guess I'm going to call it the crazy bus or the swinging bus or something like that. So you can hop, oh sorry, big lag spike there. So you can hop inside and sit down, and it's a bit violent as this is meant to be the kid ride of the whole park, but there you go. Let's hope the kids still have all of their guts inside them after the ride. So it's pretty smooth up to there, and then it goes kind of crazy and hits the floor and stuff, but that's the best I could get it because there's just so much stress on the bearings that are situated like there and there. By the way, at the end of this I'll quickly whiz around with the connector tool out so you can see how everything works. Here's another ride here. This is probably not one of my favourites, but it was kind of meant to be like well, it's called a cage where well, the ones I've seen are called the cage. It could be called other things like, I don't know, something. So that little switch there is for the spinning lights on top. I'll just turn that actually back on and I'll show you the spinning lights in the middle. There we are, we have it on logic blocks that just go round in a pattern like so. Now down here is where it's controlled. Oh, there we go. So we got this middle bit spinning like so, the use of them thrusters, and then it slowly lifts up and then it rapidly goes up after about halfway and stops there and carries on spinning just like so. So we can turn that back off and it basically just reverses that and stops them, goes down, and then all of the thrusters stop and it stops spinning. So now, so far we've been through the two little stools, the mini piano, the skyscraper ride, and the rainbow swings. Almost forgot the name there. So, oh, sorry, lag spike again. So here we have the merry-go-round. Some of the seats go up and down, as you can see this one does, using a basic swivel at the bottom and then a bearing correcting it. And you can see actually into this ride, the poles do go up and there's thrusters spinning the top part a bit quicker than the bottom. And as you can see, the diagonal poles do not go up and down, as I couldn't figure that out, and the whole we have the biggest ride in the park, I think. Actually, the skyscraper is probably taller, but this is kind of the biggest one out of all of them, and this is the Ferris wheel. So we can just hop inside, just like so, and in true fashion, it is as slow as ever. But you can get a really nice view from the top of the park. Because this takes a while, I am going to... And here we go, we are almost at the top. You can see that cart there is at the very top, and you can see all of the rides down there. I'll go through them once again. There is one more little ride that I'm going to show you, but we have the crazy coloured merry-go-round, the cage, or I think I'm going to call it the wave, because of its colour, or maybe something like the tsunami, that's a cool name. So then we have the swaying bus, or swinging bus, or something along them lines, and we have the rainbow swings, and the skyscraper, and of course the Ferris wheel that we are now on. We're at the highest point in the park, looking right down the middle. There we go. Really, really nice. So now I'm just going to jump out. Kids, don't do this at home, or adults, anyone actually. So here we go, down we go onto the floor, and this can be controlled by a little bit around here, and switch it off. There we go, and it comes to a standstill. That was pretty well done. There was one cart right at the bottom when I did that. Cool. So now we have the crazy teacups. They are activated by this little switch here, because I haven't built the little station yet. But as you can see, the main platform spins, then the teacups spin in the same direction, and the big teapot spins in the opposite direction. I actually really like this ride. It's probably one of my favourites. I just really like the way that it looks. The teacups came out well, and I really like the pouring tea out of it, and kind of lands just above the cups and almost hits his head, which is a bit dangerous. Oh, sorry about that banging there. So if we go in here, back through there, and oh, sorry, turn that off. Here we have the bumper cars, which is a classic for any theme park. Not too sure where I put the switch on this one, actually. Where did I put it? I've literally completely forgotten where I put that switch. Yeah. Where is it? Oh well. So we have all of the little bumper cars. They're all exactly the same. They all use a little suspension glitch to turn, and they are pretty crazy, to be honest. And of course we have the different colours and the little bars around the wheels, so you can go and hit them, and of course there's slow safety regulations and all of that. So yeah, that is the bumper cars, and the last little bit is a little community kind of area where you can eat and drink and all of that stuff. Yeah, I've completely forgotten where I put that switch. Oh, doesn't have a switch. Well, that is just spectacular, isn't it? So let's just quickly add one of them. Oh, come on. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh wait, that's the problem. Okay, so let's just pop a switch down here and connect that up. So all that would do is just open them two gates there. So the last little area we are going to look at is this seating area here, a couple of picnic benches. Then along here we have we have a little vending machine with some cans right here. And the final thing I'm quickly going to do is show you the spider webs. So simply here we have the thrusters to the button. We have loads of logic blocks to make them lights turn on in a sequence. Some free bearings and some thrusters to go up there. Simple buttons to Totebot heads here, and some more logic blocks with the lights and some simple thruster mechanisms. So then over here we have some controllers with some suspension glitches and some engines just to help it. Here's Simple Car. If you've ever seen Scrap Mechanic, then you know how I did that with some suspension glitches, some controllers to make these bars go up and down, and some thrusters also to make it spin. This one is the simplest of them all. Two little bearings connected up to the electric engine, making it spin very, very slowly. And once again, electric engines here, and a little controller to make the teapot tilt. So that
Tell me like you felt.